Fasten your seatbelt, because the aftermath of Daytona has ignited one of the hottest debates this NASCAR season. Kyle Larson's late race aggression didn't just shake up the finish line. It cracked open a rift that's got the entire racing world talking. Social media is ablaze. The paddock is humming with rumors. Revenge is on everyone's lips. But here's where the story takes an unexpected twist. Racing legend Richard Petty has something to say, and his perspective might just turn this controversy on its head. At the heart of the uproar is Larson's daring, some say reckless, move in the closing moments of the 2025 Coke Zero Sugar 400. Battling for a critical playoff spot, Erik Jones was knocked off his trajectory by Larson, already safely set for the postseason, which caused Jones to lose his shot at victory and finish a painfully close fifth. While Larson shrugged it off as just part of superspeedway racing, fans and other drivers weren't so quick to forgive. The idea of payback started swirling almost immediately, with heated discussions erupting both at the track and online. But then Richard Petty entered the conversation, and what he offered was classic Petty, blunt, yet laced with decades of wisdom. When asked about all the talk of retaliating against Larson in future races, Petty didn't mince words. He calmly put it in perspective. No, Erik, don't drive like that. You know what I mean? It's over with, okay? That was last week. Forget it. That's going down the road. In other words, let's leave the grudge in the rearview mirror and focus on what comes next. And here's the part most people miss. Petty's old-school approach is increasingly rare in a sport where social media outrage often shapes the narrative. While fans clamor for revenge, egged on by hashtags and online polls, Petty insists that drivers should be remembered for their skill behind the wheel, not for settling scores. Is he right? Or is the modern NASCAR community justified in demanding a little frontier justice? This is exactly the kind of point that could divide die-hard fans, and we want to hear your take. Should racing be about payback or rising above it? During a fan Q&A, the debate ramped up even further. One provocative question: should Erik Jones take his own shot at Larson next time, putting him into the wall if the chance arises? It's the sort of challenge that could transform a grudge into an ongoing saga, and that's exactly the edge-of-your-seat drama fans thrive on. Petty, however, remains unmoved, preferring to see skill and resilience build a legacy, rather than a running tally of retaliatory bumps and scraps. To add another layer, Petty's co-host offered some technical insight. Larson was just real aggressive, maybe 3 or 4 laps too early. What I was thinking, that he's not going to push Erik to the win, because that would have put the 48 out. In other words, there's a strategic undercurrent to every move made at Daytona. Instead of a black and white tale of right and wrong, these split-second choices reflect a complex chess game that defines superspeedway racing. And the controversy doesn't end at driver rivalries. Petty has been refreshingly honest about the much-maligned next-gen car, introduced just a few short years ago. Ever since its debut, drivers, crew chiefs, and fans have been quick to single out flaws: unpredictable handling, difficult passing, and the dreaded dirty air problem that disrupts close racing. Petty, however, suggests that the answer doesn't lie in a radical overhaul. It's going to be a combination of things. He explains, maybe tweaks to horsepower, aerodynamics, or chassis setup. But admits no one has the ultimate solution yet. His blunt assessment is sure to ruffle feathers. It is a NASCAR. It is not a stock car. That statement exposes a fault line in the sport. Is NASCAR evolving for the better or losing its roots? Petty seems to accept the transformation, urging everyone to work with what they have and trust that improvement comes step by painstaking step. Even critiqued the shift in racing strategies, noting how tire decisions and pit calls can overshadow raw driver ability. At the Richmond race, he observed that fans discussed tire strategies far more than the on-track action itself. A subtle jab at how the sport's focus seems to be shifting. So here's the key question for you. Does NASCAR's future lie in patient adjustments and technical evolution? Or does the sport need a dramatic reset to restore its classic appeal? Should drivers look ahead, as Petty preaches, Or is there still room for payback in a sport built on big personalities and glory or bust moments? Don't just watch from the sidelines. Add your voice below. Are you Team Petty, ready to move on? Or do you want to see Erik Jones fire back next time? The debate is just getting started,